morning, good afternoon, or good evening. It's episode 52 of African Couch Potato, the mashup. I am your host, Gino Shelile. There's 2 episodes left until our birthday week. Today, though, we are talking to Khanyani Luhlongwane about storylining. He worked on a Mzansi Magic series called Champions, and in 5 seconds, he breaks it all down for us. Khanyani, how are you?
I'm good, my brother, and yourself?
I'm good. First things first, I haven't seen you in 10 years.
10 years, bro.
It's been long.
It's been a while. I was even thinking, Guti, do you even remember, actually?
No, I remember. And you also came in, I think, 4 months before I left. Yeah. It was at Ignition TV.
Mm-hmm.
Were you with Ignition or Business Day?
I was with Business Day, but I was interning, so I was going... I was everywhere, basically.
Yeah.
So, but I was stationed at the studio doing camera there.
Because we'd come in every day, but when we had like car launches, we wouldn't be at the office.
Mm-hmm.
So it's only when we come back to dump footage, then I'd see, there's this new guy. There was a girl who had the biggest crush on you.
For real?
Linda. Remember Linda?
Linda?
Yeah, you don't remember Linda? Cheerful, bright, wide-eyed girl. Unomzimba.
Linda? Dlamini, was it Dlamini?
Yeah.
She had a crush? I didn't know.
She had the big, and she told all of us. I thought maybe she would have told you as well.
Nah, I think she was hinting at it, but
yeah,
you know.
It was so obvious because her bestie was Francois. Francois and Brandon, she had an on and off relationship. So that also made me remember you even more. Because now you're like Khanyani, Linda's crush.
Shout out to Linda.
Back to why you are here. Yeah. Storylining.
Yes, sir.
How do you get involved with Champions?
Do you want the whole story? Because if I do that, it's going to be like very brief. Because I just started. This was my first storylining gig.
Yeah.
You know, but if you don't mind, I can give you like the breakdown of my writing career professionally.
Yeah, no, let's get into it.
That's cool.
Fine, yeah.
Okay, cool. So, 2019, I was unemployed. I was staying in Snake Park. So I was basically writing for myself, you know, because how I came about writing, because if you remember, as you said, I was a cameraman before.
Yeah.
So I like to say that in my past life, I was a cameraman and I had to do like this twist and flip and rebirth of myself, you know. And it was writing because I felt like I can do more in this industry if I am... So I wanted to produce type of vibes.
Yeah.
I'm a creative, so I was like, writing is the perfect place to go because I can start my own shows, I can pitch them, write them, produce them, and get to a certain point. So I was writing in 2019. I was writing a mini-series. I wanted to like go to SABC, pitch it, you know, all of that jazz. So one fateful day, I decided, let me go and visit the guys I used to work with. I used to work with them on Oak, MultiChoice.
Yes.
We were doing the entertainment. So I was like, let me go and visit the guys because I wasn't doing anything. I was bored. I had writer's block, you know. So I was like, let me go. I went there and then boom, at MultiChoice Studios, there's like this big banner, Talent Factory, Scriptwriting Incubator. Like, this is why I see why you brought me here, God. You know what I mean? I'm entering that thing. So immediately when I got home, sent them a sample because I already had like 5-6 episodes of that show that I was writing. Sent them a sample of that script and they didn't respond. I think it was late in the year even. I come 2020 Jan, I emailed them, yo guys, I'm just trying to check if you got my application because nothing's coming through, you know. Silence. Okay, it's fine. I continue. I had this other show that I wanted to produce. Just as I was starting filming it, COVID happens. And then boom, stops everything. No money, nothing. Like, so I had to go back home. Back of my mind, I'm like, shoot, they didn't pick me. I wasn't good enough, you know? So I was kind of crushed because I was really hoping that I get to that because my thinking was that, okay, it's going to be a 1-year thing, right? In that year, I'll pitch them my show. Hopefully I get it commissioned, right? So that's what I did. So I was crushed. And then in December, I think it was December, they emailed me. this is what's happening. Tshedza's the mentors of the thing. I'm like, yo, you know, they like send us so they sent us a sample, they like, of the river. So it's like a test script. Write this, right? And send it in before such and such a time. Didn't have, okay, so my PC at the time was broken, so I went to my sister. Her computer couldn't, like, it had problems. I went to my mom's friend who works with my mom. I'm like, please borrow me your PC. Just want to do a script real quick and then send it in. They're like, cool. They borrowed it to me for like that evening. Get home, bam, 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 quick. You know, as quick as I can because I was running out of time. Send in that email. I'm like, yo, okay, fine. At least they responded, so there's a chance, nyana. Okay, I sent it. I gave her back the PC, and then they responded to me. They were like, okay, you've been chosen to do this thing. Thank you, God. You know? So in that program, I was working with Tshedza.
So now you're moving back to Joburg?
I was still at home.
Oh, okay.
It was COVID times, remember?
Yeah.
So we did, everyone was at home. MultiChoice gave us like laptops, Wi-Fi, so that we can...
Also, you didn't come to Randburg for it?
No.
Okay.
We did it at home. It was in partnership with Wits. So we were attending classes, story meetings. Everyone was at home because everyone was working from home at the time. So yeah, my main thing was that I'm trying to impress these guys because I'm trying to work for The River. You know, The River is my favorite show in SA.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite shows in SA. So yeah, I was like, no, I'm definitely entering. I'm ngiyangena la Tshedza, you know? Ngiyangena Tshedza. That was my main thing.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, these guys are like, in my eyes. While doing that, I'm still perfecting my show because I still have that mental thinking of,
You want to get something commissioned?
you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so, okay, sharp. The program ends, we graduate. Great, we graduated in 2022. And then silence.
So all of this, right, and sorry to jump in, you don't actually go on set?
We did have set visits late in the year, though. But I would travel from back home, rent out like an Airbnb for a day or two, go to sets, we see the sets, all of that jazz. But that wasn't my main... I didn't really care about that much. I wanted to get into Tshedza.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know? So when we graduated and there was silence, I was like, damn, maybe I wasn't good enough, you know? So I have this thing, I think it's a writer's curse. I think I always feel like I'm not good enough. It's always mentally, it's always taxing. You know, you write something, you're thinking this is great. You're thinking this is great, and then when you send it, you're like, damn, will it land? Will the person reading it like it? You know. So there was silence for a few months, and I was like, nope. I'm not that guy to sit down and not really go after it. I want to get into Tshedza. Still had the emailed Patu and Quid. And then I remember...
But you hadn't met them, eh?
Virtually.
Okay.
Had we met them physically? No. It was virtually. I guess we were doing story rooms for Legacy, The River, and Ikiani. And Ikiani, 3 of those. So online we'd met, videos and all of that. So I sent them an email. Guys, I feel like you should look this direction. There might be some gold here, I'm not sure, but you guys know best, you know? Pat was like, thank you for the email. This is your shot. And then he sends me a test script for The River, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, woo, we're going in now, you know? Again, I have to impress this man. Take that. I write it. I send it to him. It was easy because I knew the show. I knew the characters. I know how they go about doing things. So it was easy writing that. Wrote it, sent it back to Upatu. Think a day or two later, he responds. He's like, I can see that you love The River, you know? It's evident in your writing. So what's going to happen is that the writing room for The River is full. We need writers for Khanyani, season 3. I was like, my brother, Give me.
Yeah, okay.
You know?
Okay.
Give me.
I thought you were still married to the river.
Nah. If there's one thing I learned with Talent Factory is that don't get married to your ideas. And I've stuck with that. Even now, I'm stuck to that. Any story can be made better. Even my life story.
Yeah.
You know? So yeah, he sends it back. He's like, okay, he likes it. Do I want to get onto Giyani? I'm like, please, start writing for Giyani. So that was my first writing gig professionally. And so yeah, I think I impressed them in a way, because after that we finished in 2023 Feb. I think my last episode was in Feb something, and then silence again. And then I'm like, damn, maybe I wasn't that good.
You're not getting used to it by now. There'll be breaks, and then silence, then a breakthrough, and then silence.
Again, it's that writer's curse. I always feel like, maybe I didn't do as good as I should have, or as good as I think I can do. So when it was silent, because the river, I think, was still going, and so if I was good enough, then that would mean they'll take me and put me in these other rooms.
Yes.
This is my thinking, right? So if it's silent, then I'm like, then I didn't do good. Okay, so April, May, June, July, I get this other job. I was teaching. There was like this program local municipality was running for business startups, and they wanted someone who can teach about like starting a business and all of that. It was like a course nyana. So I got into that. I did that till September. September comes.
Phone call.
Hey, my dog. Yo, there's this show that's happening called Youngins. We think you'd be a dope writer for it. Not in those words, but my ego.
That's what you heard.
Yeah. My ego heard that. You'd be dope for this. And I was like, my brother, I've been waiting
Sign
for
me
this
up.
call, And I think, just to track back a bit, I feel like I've been walking in God's grace, Because like I said, even me seeing that board was God's grace,
Yeah.
And everything has been happening in a way that even I'm not sure how. I just do my best every time, So they call me, they're like, Youngins is happening. We want you to come through. And I was like, bet. At that same time, around that same time, I had sent an email a year ago to guys at Well Done Media, right?
Yeah.
Told them I want to work with you guys, blah, 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 They reach out now. Yo, listen, there's some changes happening and we are looking for writers. Yabo? And then we had like a call. I had class that day. I had class that day. They called me, it's summer. I'm like, hey, class, I'm coming back.
What class is this?
I was teaching.
The business. Yeah.
So I had that class. So I was like, hey, I'm coming back. And it wasn't kids, mind you. It was grown-ups. I was like, hey, I'm coming back. I go to the car, sit down. We have the chat. And they're like, okay, cool, dog. We'll contact you if... I'm like, no, it's fine, guys. Go inside. Fingers crossed. They reach out back. Okay, so we have this movie that we want to send through to MultiChoice. This is what we have, but we need someone who can make it better, I was like, send it to me. They sent it to me, developed that, fixed it.
So this is a jump now from Youngins.
Youngins, Angiti, I was still called into it, so they were doing whatever they were doing to start the process within that space.
Within that space, okay.
Yeah, within that space. They sent it to me, and then I do it, send it back to them. They liked it, send it to MultiChoice. We wait. Yeah, well, okay, fine. Scripts start coming. I'm still at home, so I'm writing scripts at home. There's kids. There's my mom. I'm a mama's boy, so she wants me with her every time.
Around, yeah.
So writing, I don't get as much time to write and sit down and write. So I was feeling like, I might not be doing the best I can with this. I think it's time to move back to Joburg. At least if I'm back in Joburg, then I'm in my own space. I can regulate my own time. I can write better. That time I'm writing one script, Joe. Like I'm writing one script, not enough money. I asked a friend, Udida. She found a flat for me in Maboneng, like nice nyana flat. Come here with just a bag. You know, I came here with just a bag.
That's the best way to do it.
Came here with a bag.
Yeah.
Got here on that imali that I got from my first script, first pay. Got here, I bought a sponge. I was like, no, it's fine. As long as I have this laptop, I'll be good, you know? Started writing. And then things just started happening. Intabeni gets commissioned by MultiChoice. Well done, guys. Hosana hits me up. Yo, to great job. MultiChoice liked it. We are commissioned. We need a script. Now, when you drop that call, started writing. I think it was a Friday. By Monday, I was done. No, Sunday, I was done. And then I chilled just to read it. And then I sent it to him. Boom, we're working. And then after that, I was like, okay, I'm enough with having one script. It's not enough to sustain.
Yeah.
And then I did the thing again. I reached out to Patu and Quid. Guys, I know maybe if I'm overstepping, please forgive me. Again, I feel like I can storyline. I have great ideas. Look this way. Maybe there's some gold nyana, you know? And then Patu's like, no, it's fine, but we don't really promote Ukwenza Anjena. But since you've reached out, it's cool. But what we want from you is attend story rooms. So there was a story room saying, and I didn't attend that.
Yeah.
You know?
Why?
Didn't have money.
Oh, okay.
It was one script. I'm paying rent in town. I have to buy food, you know? So, So he was like, start attending story rooms. Let us see how you tell a story. Yeah. Like, all right, cool. Say less. And then he was like, but for now, come to my story rooms at Gqeberha. I was like,
this is Gqeberha's just starting.
No, this is this year. This is this year. Get there, story rooms at Gqeberha. Obviously, I'm feeling papi. You know, have to first sit down, analyze the environment. And also, Pella, I'm now sitting next to giants, you know. This is now, I'm actually meeting these guys. So, like, you know, there's that new kid in school type of vibe, and you're sitting with the teachers there, and you're like, hey, if I speak, I have to speak. So rather, for now, you know,
makes sense when you speak.
You have to speak. When you're speaking, you have to speak. You're not just DJ. So, okay, I sit there, analyze the environment. And also, it's my first time in a story room physically. Yeah. So I'm analyzing how they interact, how they create a story, right? Fell in love with story writing. From there, I was like, yeah, this is it for me. This is where. Second week, I come. Third week, start speaking. Boom, 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 boom. Ideas. And I guess they liked it.
So now take me through a story room. What's happening visually? Is it a room with 2 or 3 people who are having 1 cup too many coffee, and there's a board and everybody puts their ideas there? Is there somebody sitting on a table swinging there? What world is it?
It's a beautiful world, yo. So how my mind looked at it when I got there, I was looking at everyone. So it's 3 storyliners, A, B, and C, the head writer, and then Patu and Quid. There's food here, there's coffee, there's drinks. We are just here to talk story. Yeah. You know? Chilling with these guys, I'm like, yo, this is what heaven must feel like most. This is what God feels like.
Just like writing and eating.
Basically creating worlds. Like, these people, we are determining their fates. Yeah. You know? This must be exactly how God feels like. You know? Because we like God at that point. You have
creating destiny.
Yeah, we have a Tulani who's fighting for his father's empire, and he's fighting his uncle, and we are the people responsible. We are playing God, basically, you know. I like that, you know. So the environment is laid back. It's a creative space. Everyone's throwing ideas. We expand on those ideas. There is a board. Quid loves to write on that board. Gwydion loves to write on that board. There's a thing that those guys are good, yo. Like, those guys are good storytellers, bro. There's a thing they do. They're like a tag team of some sort, you know, to get out the best story on that at that time. It's a laid-back environment. Everyone is having a good time. Everyone's laughing, sharing stories. I think that's the one thing I still need to adjust to. It's like, there's a video I shared, Gamek Miller, I think yesterday, where he's like, if you have a creative mind, you doubt yourself a lot, you know? And the one thing that you need to do is just be comfortable with letting people know you on a deeper level.
Yeah.
And that's what happens at the story room. You know? The best stories come from us.
Yes.
So it's like these people share their lives with everyone. Casually.
Yeah.
That was new to me.
Fast track, now you're seeing parts of the story that you were involved in.
I wasn't storylining for Quebec. I wasn't storylining. I was shadowing. I was there to prove myself to these guys. Good, I have great ideas. And I think I did that because after that, Upatu was like, come through to Champions story room. Now we get to you.
So the youngest conversation just ended.
Youngins, I'm writing scripts.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was writing scripts for Youngins.
But Youngins is done now. So you wrote some scripts for that.
I'm one of the writers for
okay. Because that's what you left it at the point where Youngins happened, then you had to check out, or you had to finesse the film that they wanted to submit. But what actually happened, you know?
Okay, sorry. Yeah. That's because with Youngins, there wasn't any active, like, play from my part. You know, I think Unandisa has a great story there. She has a great vision for it. So I'll just get treatments. I'm on there. I read what the story, what's going on in the story, and then I write my episode. I think that's why I didn't.
Yeah.
You know, the show, perfect. I think it's one of the best shows right now. So yeah, I just didn't have an active play in it.
Yeah.
So this is how I got to Champion Story.
Yes.
That journey, you know, and I've fostered a relationship with Well Done, and I really want to keep that relationship because the guys are storytellers and they love it and they appreciate my writing, you know, and that makes me feel good, you know what I mean? So yeah, then when Upatu was like, okay, Sharp, I've seen how you do it. I've seen, now it's time to actually do the job. And then I get to Champion's story room. I like to say, Guti, I got on the last stop because I think we're like halfway. They reached the halfway mark.
Yeah.
When I got there, yeah.
So, Champions is it's a soapy. No? So it's ongoing indefinitely. When do you, because you're saying you jumped on the last stop. So it's around the 30th episode, 30th, 35.
So it's a telenovela.
Yeah.
A telenovela has 260 episodes. So the halfway mark would be around 130.
Yeah.
Yeah, around 130.
It's a daily. Oh, okay.
It's a daily thing. That has to be the most challenging thing I've done so far in my writing career, in my creative career. Because it's like, boom, 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 deliver, you know? And when you're in there, your story has to make sense. It has to be entertaining. It has to be a story, you know? And sometimes I'd write a great block. Sometimes I write a shitty blog. My head writer would get back to me on something. This is not what we discussed.
Yeah.
Please change this. Let's go back to what was discussed in the story room. You know, it's just my mind. Sometimes it does these mental gymnastics where I'm like, this could actually be better than what we discussed. You know, but I'm not writing for myself. I'm writing for my head writer. That's one of the things I had to learn. So I think I gave my head writer a very hard time. think I'm the one who gave her the hardest time. But I did tell her, Uguti, please understand, this is my first time doing this. And I'm just trying to impress all of you guys. And I think she understood because, like I said, sometimes I'd write fire blocks and she'd be like, oh, this is amazing. And I'd be like, you know what I mean? I'd be like, yeah, we doing this thing, you know?
Do you think you took it too far at some point where you were just like in your own world completely, far removed from the actual storyline?
No.
Okay, so you always kept it. Yeah,
I always stick because it's a story. So let's say you watch Champions, right?
Only a few episodes.
Okay, so it's about soccer, and there's Ulebu and there's Usne.
I just know Ferrari. Yeah, I know Lebu.
Sne is
who's the Joanne Reineker's character? Who's
that's
Sne?
Sne.
Yeah.
So let's say this week the story is Sne and Ferrari breaking up.
Yeah.
That's the story, right? I'm not sure if I'm going to explain this properly. So those are my guidelines. They're breaking up. And then obviously they have a life and there's things and they have insecurities and they have like their flaws as human beings. How do those come out in the span of this week?
Yeah.
And with everything that has led to them breaking up, and let's say on Friday they break up, with everything that's happened before, how does that shape Usne? How does that shape Ferrari?
Yeah.
And how do they clash to a point where they both are like, this is not
Damn,
working?
yeah.
So those are my guidelines. But I'll do something, just be like, and my head writer would be like, now you're just doing your own thing, my brother.
Adding too much arrowments.
You understand a lot is going on. Yeah, so, but I always stuck to the core of the story. The core of the story, I don't run away from.
And what have you taken out from all of this now, going back to when you started the MultiChoice Talent Factory to now? Champions is your most recent gig.
Yes.
What has that growth been like? Both as a writer who wants to get his own stuff out there and also realizing that to pay rent, you have to play by the rules.
It's hard for me to say without mentioning this thing that I was saying. I'm not sure if I did good enough.
But you keep getting called back.
It's a good sign, but I'm still a student. In my mind, I'm still a child in this, And I'm soaking in everything as I go while trying to prove myself, And obviously, as everyone else, I have those moments of doubt. A lot of those. A lot of those of doubt. So if it happens, Uti, I do get called back again for another season, then that would mean I did good. So that is still pending.
Yeah. There's a previous guest that I had, Uzola Hashatz, and he said jobs come and jobs end. So you being in and out of spaces is not testament to how good or how bad you are. A production must come to a stop. You understand? It's not gonna, unless it's generations, it's not gonna run forever. And it's similar with any job role that you get. It has to come to an end.
Yeah.
You could be like the greatest person who sells ice, but I mean, if now we get into like very cold temperatures, nobody's gonna buy that ice,
Yeah.
So I don't think it's a reflection of your character. But what I want to know is, now that you know that you're good enough to still be called back, what are you taking out of this whole experience?
One thing I've taken out of it, I love doing this. I genuinely love doing this. Number two, I still have a long way to go, and I'm fine with that. Again, I'm still a student, so I'm still learning. Number three, listen to your head writer. Listen to your head writer. You can be great, but it's the head writer's story. You're basically there to help them make it the best way possible.
Yeah.
Those are the three things that are coming to my mind right now. But the main thing is that I love this. I love it. Like, stressed me out. But now that I'm chilling and we're done, and I'm just like, I hope they call me back for.
It's time for the next phone call now.
Now it's that silence again, But I'm working with the Well Done guys. I'm not even sure if I'm supposed to say it. I don't want to beat, but there's a movie they're doing, and I just finished the script for it, and I've sent it to them. So I still have work, but if the only way I can say to myself, you are not a bad storyliner, is if they call me back next season and they like, come to the room.
Yeah.
So right now, I will not look at myself as a good storyliner.
You're just going to wait for another phone call.
I'm not. I'll live in this limbo of did good enough,
Yeah.
until they like say, come back. Because for me, that's a
thumbs up.
Right. What you did there, we saw it and we liked it. So come and do some more. And then I come and do some more because now I understand fully what storylining is.
Yeah. Besides the phone calls that you keep waiting for, how else can people get a hold of you?
I'm on Instagram. I'm active on Instagram.
As?
Juice the Jedi.
Yeah.
Yeah. Juice_the Jedi. Yeah. Instagram.
LinkedIn?
Because I'm not good. I am on LinkedIn. It's just my name, Khanyani Luhlongwane. I'm on LinkedIn. I'm trying to get active on that, But I'm more... So yeah, LinkedIn or Instagram.
Yeah. And we're at African Couch Potato absolutely everywhere except on X, which used to be known as Twitter. Find and follow us on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Audible, Deezer, True Fans, or just Google us. Or you can email me directly at gino.arlechino@gmail.com. Until you hear from me again, it's goodbye and keep binging.